Hey folks, I want to take a few minutes to highlight this really beautiful Pioneer PL-630 direct drive fully automatic turntable. This was introduced in 1979 by Pioneer as their top of the line turntable and introduced to cosmetically work with their spec line of components, which was their top of the line series of amps and preamps and so forth. And you can recognize that with the brushed aluminum finish and particularly this lettering right here. So this one is excellent to near mint cosmetically. It's also been fully restored, and we'll get into that a little later. So first, let's talk a little bit about what makes the PL-630 special, at least to me. So first of all, I think it looks great, and really all the parts that all the metal parts you see are truly metal, and a variety of brushed and polished finishes in the aluminum. So you have brushed platter, you have brushed plinth, and obviously brushed here, polished here on the tone arm. Actually, a kind of a matte finish here and here. So really, it comes together just beautifully. This one also, in addition to being fully restored cosmetically, I did polish the dust cover, so that looks really nice. Not perfect, but certainly very nice and presentable. So fully automatic or fully manual. So one fairly unique feature is that when you defeat the automatic functions, and there's a switch for doing that here, becomes fully manual. So you can cue up and down. That's really the only automatic thing you can do. You can cue up and down. Move the tone arm by hand. Obviously, you could lift the tone arm by hand as well and place it on the record if you chose to do that. You can do that as well. But it doesn't go automatically to the groove or pick up at the end, so it becomes fully manual. But of course you can operate it fully automatically as well. Another neat feature is the pitch control. So it has a selection here for quartz lock on or off. When it's off, the pitch light illuminates, which I don't think you can see in the video, but this pitch light illuminates. And then you can adjust the pitch plus or minus 6%, and it's been calibrated as part of the restoration. Let's go ahead and put the quartz lock back on there. The direct drive motor comes up to speed very quickly. So let's just show that. Try to get my arm out of the way, but you can see it comes up to speed very quickly. I'm sure within a half revolution it's at speed. Then it has a brake too, so it stops quickly. So you can go ahead and swap your records out quickly without waiting for it or having to place your hand on it and stop it. So let's get a little bit into some of the work from the restoration. So a few highlights there is that all these controls were completely removed, disassembled, cleaned, and then reassembled. So really, my goal there is just to restore like new performance to the look and feel of all these controls. So really functions wonderfully. These three controls are related to the pitch. Those need to be cleaned very, very thoroughly with deoxit. So I flush it very thoroughly one day, go back the next day, and then typically anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks later, I'll actually go back in again and give them a final flush, just to really give it good, stable speed performance, for a nice long time. So that's all been done. The motor spindle's been cleaned and lubricated, and not just dripping a couple drops of oil in there, but actually disassembling it, cleaning it with isopropyl alcohol, and lubricating and reassembling it. Key from a restoration standpoint is the mechanism below the tone arm, which controls several things. You got your cue, which is actually on a cam. So that operates with a cam, so very, very smooth, as you'll see in the demo. And then the tone arm movement, there's a nylon cam in there, and that's another part that I take apart and clean, just so that it's just buttery smooth, and you'll see that in the demo. And I'd say the other really important thing is there's a plate in there that has an adjustment on it, and that adjusts your lead in for your drop points for your record, as well as your pickup point. That has an adjustment with a cam. You adjust it, removing a little cover here, and you know that can sometimes get a little sticky and give people problems. So I remove that again, you know, clean it and do the same thing there. So that really gives you excellent performance from the standpoint of the tone arm. It's a little motor in there. Now, it's not unique among the high-end direct drive turntables that all the automatic functions have their own motor and are completely disengaged from what's going on with the platter. That's actually fairly typical at this level. Power supply, printed circuit board, so I replaced all the electrolytic capacitors on the power supply with Nichicon FG electrolytic, so that's been done. The springs, so this is fairly unique among Japanese direct drives, is that the PL-630 has a suspended chassis. So similar to like a Thorens or a Lin Sondeck. So there's a suspended chassis. Actually, I can move it from the bottom, and you may be able to see the platter and tone arm are suspended from the main plinth, which is actually solid to your table. So suspended for, you know, good isolation, and that's all been adjusted for correct level and springiness. Lead-in is adjusted, of course, and then all the checks, adjustments, and calibrations in Section 8 of the service manual, essentially all your electrical adjustments have been done, including from kind of an operation standpoint, which is just really just a nice to have, but the meter's been calibrated so that when the meter's in the 0 position, it's essentially at the correct speed, and then the plus minus 6% have been adjusted to be plus minus 6%. All the lights work. The meter comes on when switched, as I talked about, the light. And then kind of the final thing to note is I did fit a Audio-Technica 3600L cartridge. It's a nice entry-level cart. Works well, is well regarded. This table can certainly handle and bring out the performance of much more expensive cartridges. So just really something to get you going, and it's good. It sounds fine. So let's go ahead and put on a record now. Just a note, we're not really here to kind of demo the audio performance. I just have my camera microphone here, but anyway, it'll just give you a sense of the automatic function. So just let's go over quickly. We have automatic engaged, 12 inches. Let's go ahead and put on repeat. This is your stop start, your cue, and then we have it on 33, quartz lock engaged. So let's go ahead and start. See the movement is just wonderfully smooth. Really only your only like your Sony Biotracers or a couple Denons, which use electromagnets, are as smooth as this table. So so you can tell the cueing is very smooth. Let's go to the end of the record. We're very close to the end. And let's demonstrate the pickup and then the repeat. So fairly unique among repeat functions. Most of them have the turntable essentially go back to rest and recycle. And you'll see the Pioneer PL-630, and this is really a testament to the engineering that goes into this table, but it goes straight back to the lead-in groove, which is just something nice to have. Again, they're very smooth cueing. So the PL-630 does not have a mute switch. But you can see it doesn't really need one because it cues so quietly. So at any point, of course, you can stop, and you can see the brake go into action there. Stop the platter. So let's just do one more thing. Let's demonstrate a 45 7-inch record. I do have a couple of those, so we can do that. And let's just let's review our controls again. So we need to automation is engaged. Let's go to 7 inches. Let's leave the repeat off. Go to 45, and I'll try to remember to demonstrate the pitch control. All right. This is a demo record from like mid-70s. All right, let's do this. So I actually had it at -6, so you can see the quartz lock disengaged. You go -6 to +6%, and that's all been calibrated. Let's try to get that close. That's pretty close. To center, and then re-engage the quartz lock. All right. So, hope you enjoyed that video, and with that, we'll end it. Have a great day.